So this is round 2 of the loser bracket.
Yep, that it is. So no more match losses can happen. So with Mount Vernon, we have Brownie. We have, I'm trying to see if I can see anyone else. Is that
King Dip Dip.
King Dip Dip, let's go.
And
Okay.
Dozneth?
There always has to be one person on each team with a tag that's
Dozen.
Dawson. That'll be fun to say.
I'm going to call him Daz.
Let's go, Daz. All right. So starting things off, kind of stuck in the Saints zone temporarily. But
Icy with the shot off net, just goes high off the backboard. Never keeping the pressure real though. Dawson clearing it back into St. Clair's half.
And Dip Dip got a piece of that, but did not go anywhere where he exactly wanted to. But never mind, it does actually go over to Brownie. Dawes with the shot, and it's not going to be stoppable. Icy gets a piece of it, but not enough.
That's some quick team play coming out from Mount Vernon to put them up the leading edge, first goal in the game.
All right, so a little bit of a rough start for our St. Clair squad, but still got plenty of time. A little bit of harassment there. It's good checking from Endeavor, and a good save as well, keeping that ball away. Gonna try and clear it up. Icy is close, but does get intercepted.
We got Dip Dip running the Batmobile. I haven't seen the Batmobile in competitive Rocket League in a bit, you know. I thought that ended when Fireburner stopped using him.
Oh, Dip Dip, though, making it work for him. Does find the shot from just outside the crease. What exactly happened here? See if we get a chance to see. Oh, Icy went to challenge, but he got blocked by the other player.
50-50 wasn't in his favor. Went in, and Mount Vernon up 2-0 in game 1. Icy clearing it out into Vernon's side. Up in the air, off the backboard. Endeavor going up for the shot, but whiffs on it. Tiberius keeping the pressure on. Dip Dip clearing it out, but Tiberius passing it to Icy. Icy shot on net, saved by Brownie. And just a little bit out of position. Endeavor's going to miss it. Up in the air, though.
Oh, he's going all the way
Shot
up.
on net, just a little wide.
Icy tries to center, but Brownie is there to send it off to King Dip Dip. And they do get the clear temporarily, then Endeavor brings it right back. A little bit of a tennis match here as of right now. Just going back and forth across sides.
Tiberius going for the follow-up, and it was a double commit, actually. Nobody gets it. Dip Dip puts it into St. Clair's half.
Oh, this is a center. Oh. That could have been messy.
Get up there, and Tiberius does contest it, puts it back into St. Clair's corner.
Okay, Icy's touch was a little bit scary, but at least it's going to eventually go to Endeavor, then to Tiberius. See if Endeavor can get himself the clear here.
Dawes bringing it up.
Oh, right into the corner. Tiberius misses, but can Dawes get the shot he was looking for? Not quite. So, does fall back. Brownie wasn't able to get it either. Icy bringing this to center.
Icy with the shot on net, actually. Just doesn't get through, a little slow. Brownie able to save that easily. Followed up by Tiberius, though.
Oh, Dip Dip. Good
Endeavor
save.
keeping it centered. Nobody there to work with him. Tiberius following up, though. Drops it underneath Vernon's defense, and St. Clair brings it down to a 2-1 differentiate. Dawes actually was passed out to Tiberius and dripped underneath Dip Dip.
Oh, he tried to clear it, but just didn't get all of it, and Tiberius was right there to finish it off. Nicely done. Keeping this close. 2 minutes still on the clock here for St. Clair to try to make the comeback.
Tiberius almost with the aerial shot off the backboard. Icy following it up. Dawes, though, clears it out. Dip Dip off the wall, brings it out. Tiberius passing it up to Endeavor. Endeavor going to center it out to his teammate, but nobody doesn't get through.
Icy
off the roof, but crossbar coming into play. Dip Dip with the save.
Yeah, Dip Dip doing a really good job overall on defense. And as I say that, and it goes past him, but Dawes coming in clutch.
Cleared out by Vernon, but Endeavor intercepts it at neutral zone.
Yeah, forced to go back to get boost, but at least Icy is going to be able to get the shot on net, but again, blocked by Brownie. Brownie trying to get some offense, but it wasn't able to make contact with the ball. Dip Dip, though, on the other hand, gets the center.
Icy clearing it out into Vernon's side. Shot on net, potentially. Jukes.
Oh, there we go.
Icy with the juke into Vernon's side and puts it into their net for a tie game, 2-2.
Oh, beautifully done there. I didn't even get to see exactly what happened there. That replay coming in clutch for me personally, but
Tiberius
nicely done
off the
from Icy.
kickoff, contests it at neutral,
Uh-oh.
but Icy with the save.
Getting a clutch goal and a clutch save all within 20 seconds. Scary little spot here, and Endeavor trying to fight his way through this. And it looks like you will temporarily clear it, but Dawes bringing it back.
Cornered by Tiberius. Dawes following it up, trying to center it for his teammate. Icy, though, keeping it in the corner, says no to you. Icy following up once again. Brownie gets a weird touch, and it goes back into the zone.
Oh,
Dawes
here we go.
back to Endeavor. Endeavor not going for the shot, tries to keep it up high. Tiberius once again keeping it high. Over to Icy. Icy. Oh,
okay,
and
that
what
works.
a team play. Endeavor pinching it off Tiberius' car and bringing them up 3-2 in game 1.
Oh gosh, I was so nervous that they were actually going to stop each other's shots, but it actually works out.
Yeah, yeah.
Essentially as if he banked it off a wall right into the net.
Good old 1-2.
Worked out nicely. So 20 seconds left on the clock for game number 1. A really scary chance here. King Dip takes the shot.
I thought he saved that.
Almost. If that was the other side, that ball would have stayed on the line, but that's going right in the corner.
Brownie coming in clutch with that contestation in front of the net. And Dip able to just tuck it in.
Okay, so right when St. Clair takes a sigh of relief,
we may see
just go right back into it.
We may see another game 1 overtime, but unless somebody can score in 4 seconds.
And Icy gonna try and keep this up off the backboard. Is there a shot? There is not.
Oh!
It touches the ground right before it goes in.
Just a little bit unlucky. It happens all the time. Doesn't go in.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Icy off the roof, passes down to Endeavor. Endeavor with the follow up, but Brownie there to save it. Icy popping it out to Tiberius. Tiberius trying to pass it to Endeavor, but it's cleared out by Vernon's player. Endeavor up off the wall, going to clear it out of his zone.
You gotta hope that didn't mess with their mentality,
their
momentum.
It sounds
the
like,
jukes!
Sounds like they're on fire right
there
now.
We
Tiberius
go.
talking it in.
Made it past the defender and just walks this one on in. Just juked Brownie, brings it in.
St. Clair bringing themselves up 1-0 in this series. On match point, actually, because it's a best of 3.
I mean, I swear these guys are trying to give us a heart attack or something because they're keeping it so dang close every single time. But it's making for some entertaining matches.
This is unreal. I can't believe that didn't go in before overtime.
Just barely touching the ground before it crossed the line. That hurt, but at least for our case anyway, St. Clair does manage to pull it off. But going into game number 2, see if Mount Vernon can fight back or if St. Clair's going to clean this up.
A little demo in the corner. Both players out of the match for a second. Tiberius passing it out to Icy. Icy gets up, knocks it into the center. Tiberius with the follow-up, but whiffs on it, but maybe a fake.
We have the double whiff into oof combo, I suppose. Brownie going to bring this up. Dip was there, but didn't quite get all of it.
Endeavor with the pinch off the wall to clear it out. Tiberius passing it out to center. Followed up by Endeavor, but he's beat by Dip.
At least he got a piece of it, so that wasn't on net.
Endeavor passing it out to Vernon's corner. Keeping the aggression on. Has no boost, but to pick up their boost in the corner. Goes for the demo, but not there.
Yeah, he was trying to mess with the defenders, but now it's going to give Mount Vernon the chance to bring this into the offensive zone. Dip looks for the shot, but
Endeavor with the little touch there could mess up their coordination.
Hey, Dawes is going to bring this back, and it's a pretty decent shot right down the center, but a good contest from Icy. Dip again. Keeping it close to the net, but just couldn't get it on target.
Icy putting it on net for the first goal.
Just walking this thing in. Just had himself in a better position.
How did this happen?
Oh, he just trucked it right through center.
Yeah.
He caught Dawes airborne, and he could not reposition himself in time. So
Endeavor off the kickoff, wing it back to Tiberius. Tiberius going to put it on the aggression, but immediately intercepted by Vernon.
Okay,
I don't know what that pass was by Endeavor, but you know it's calculated.
I was gonna say Endeavor with the center question mark, but he made it work nonetheless. He's
Oh,
gonna give
Endeavor
himself
with
a
the
shot.
shot, but it's saved by Brownie.
And
Off the roof by Tiberius. Endeavor with the follow-up.
if Vernon's careful, they might be able to get a shot off from all the aggressive Saints, but
Oh,
it's actually gonna be
Tiberius,
Tiberius.
another crossbar shot. That's like the 5th time today.
Feels bad, man.
Oh, Endeavor with the possible shot.
Yeah, just
Dawes there, though, with the save.
trying his damnedest to get some offense going, but he has absolutely no boost until now.
Endeavor with a slow air dribble. Out to Tiberius.
He's
Gonna
got
pinch it here.
Yeah, that was almost a really good pass there, but nice block from Mount Vernon.
A little whiff there by Icy. Dawes able to clear it off of that. Tiberius on defense. Passing it to Icy. Icy out to Endeavor. Endeavor with the possible shot, but whiffs it. Aggression still on for St. Clair, though.
Okay, Dip going to try and get the clear, but Tiberius with the interception going to keep that in the offensive zone, flying through. And we have all 3 Saints pushing hard right now, try and get themselves another. But Dip's going to get the ball, try to get it to Dawes, but Icy going to bring this back into the offensive zone, almost getting a shot for himself.
Brownie up in the air, clearing it out, but Icy gonna take it at half. In position, ready for that. Dip up, but misses.
Well, both of them kind of, either that was the juke of the century or they both just whiffed, but either way it was kind of funny.
Tiberius trying to go with some fancy little shot to the side. Feels like St. Clair really has Vernon on their axles, ready to just break them in half.
I definitely agree. Mount Vernon's been on, like, kind of stuck on the defense for the majority of this game at least. But it only takes one opportunity. We still have 1 minute, 30 seconds on the board. Mount Vernon are finally in the offensive zone. And a good stop there from Endeavor as there was, I think, 2 members of Mount Vernon flying through.
With a really nice shot off that, actually. That was a really nice shot, I have to say. Brownie going for the demo, but easily avoided by Tiberius. Tiberius up in the air, going for the pass down to Icy. Icy shot on net, goes wide, but maybe followed up by Endeavor, and Endeavor puts it in for the 2nd goal of the game. St. Clair up 2-0. They don't look like they're stopping.
That's perfect with both of the Saints right there. The demo to take out the goaltender, essentially. And then just nice, easy shot. Easy clap into the net.
Excellent communication puts St. Clair on another advantage, 2-0. So now with 1 minute left, Vernon has to score 2 goals just to bring it into overtime, 3 goals to win it.
Tiberius getting aggressive, though, in that corner. Just getting the demo and looking to try and walk in.
Trying to go for the juke. They just want to mess with them at this point. It's having fun.
Mess with them? That's totally positioning, right? Oh, hang on, Dip. Speaking of positioning, he was in the right spot. But unfortunately, that shot is going to just drop.
And they whiff it. Dawes with the shot, but goes off the crossbar. Dip keeping the oppression alive.
I mean, St. Clair better not sleep, because right now these shots are actually all on target. If they slip up, they very well could get this brought back on them. But Tiberius is going to go high to at least deny Dip any sort of offense.
St. Clair on the offense now. The Brownie trying to clear it, going for the demo, but doesn't make it. Tiberius demoing Dawes in net. A little bit of a solidification demo right there.
And there it goes.
St. Clair going into round 3 of losers. GG's to Mount Vernon. They played